In the dark. That is how many of us began our travels to Washington, D.C. on October 16, 1995 for the Million Man March. In the dark. By train, plane, bus, boat, on foot, or by car, nearly 1 million black men and boys made their way to our nation's capital. Mothers kissed their sons, wives squeezed their husbands' hands, congregations prayed as many church parking lots were the starting points for carpools and caravans, commuter train stations, interstate on-ramps, and airport drop-offs. A marina, a bus stop, a bicycle, a sidewalk. So many men, starting their day, in the dark. What many felt but was not said was fear. Families and friends were afraid. Wives and lovers were afraid. Politicians and pastors were afraid. And some of us men were afraid. October 16th was only a year and a few months after the Oklahoma City bombing. I remember watching CNN cover the horrible attack on a federal office building that also housed a children's daycare center. The inspiration and some of the organizers of the march were controversial. Would police or government agents attack or arrest us? Had some white supremacists or self-appointed militia members plotted to kill black men? Had they planned to assassinate us for claiming our citizenship, owning our manhood, and for daring to speak our minds out loud? The fear. To my surprise, Amtrak had added extra trains to its schedule. The information signs in New York's Penn Station had lines that read, "Million Man March." I was gratified and said to myself, Amtrak must know something we don't, while other men half joked that giving us our own trains would make it easier for them to get us. Around 2 a.m., we pulled out of the station slowly, but inside, it was completely quiet. I had taken Amtrak dozens of times before, but never had I experienced such silence in what was a completely full train. The most active thing on the train that night was a young white woman who was a reporter for the New York Times. She walked the length of the car, crouching in the aisle before gently asking a few questions, then stepping a few rows down to do it again. I chuckled to myself and thought that there's so much at stake today. This white girl does not know that on this train full of black men, she is the safest she will ever be for the rest of her life. Most of us fell asleep. Hours later, as we passed through Baltimore, moments from D.C., twilight was seeping into the sky. Arriving and then stepping into the station, I saw what I did not expect. Women, black women, dozens of them in the concourse, waving their arms and excitedly telling us which doors to exit through so we would be headed in the right direction. This was before cell phones and Google Maps, and thankfully so. The human touch was calming and welcomed. There were more women outside, almost one on every corner, saying "this way." And as we walked a few blocks, the sun still rising, we saw not only more men converging from every direction, we saw the gleaming white of the Capitol building that we would make our own today. But our fears faded as the day's events began. We relaxed, connected, and created community. But it was a good day, a great day, long, peaceful, and surprising, full of inspiration, reflection, reunions, music, education, culture, laughter, curiosity, and love. I share with you photos that I took as I started near the Capitol, and then for 9 hours moved west along the National Mall towards the Lincoln Memorial. And for those of you who were there, I hope your recollections are as warm and rewarding as mine.